down. I'm not the one to fear, Prime.
Animal Transformers? Dude, yes. It's wonderful to see that what began as a toy line and animated show in the 80s is still going strong, now in many iterations, especially on the big screen. This is live action offering number 7, serving as a sequel to 2018's Certified Fresh Bumblebee and a bit of a prequel to the first Transformers movie from 2007. But really, it's just its own thing too. And while there's no Shia LaBeouf, there is some Michael Bay involvement, and that's why we're here to break it all down for you. So here's everything you need to know before you go see Transformers Rise of the Beast. Okay, friends, let's put our cars in Transformer mode and get on with it. While the term soft reboot was once loosely tossed around about this film, what we do know is that it's loosely based on the computer animated series Beast Wars Transformers, which ran from 1996 to 1999 and includes an 86% fresh first season on the tomato meter. Now, this movie will incorporate themes and characters from that show, which introduced some new kinds of Transformers called Predacons and Maximals. It is very popular with diehard fans of the franchise, not to mention all those 90 kids who used to watch, like me.
Relax, I'm Mirage, remember?
Now, critic Tim Weber from CBR said that this series, quote, won fans over with incredibly strong writing with solid characters and complex, occasionally dark storylines. Now, in terms of the movies, Rise of the Beast falls between, we're told it takes place in 1994, while Bumblebee happens in 1987. And the films by Michael Bay, who's a producer on Rise of the Beast, by the way, took place in the aughts and early 2010s. But is it a prequel to those movies? Nobody has been overly quick to really offer a heartfelt yes. But as a quick refresher, Bumblebee stars Haley Steinfeld as a young woman who discovers a broken and battle-scarred Transformer named Bumblebee, who ended up becoming one of our favorites, and helps him get back on his, tires. Now, as far as the 2007 flick Transformers, well, you pretty much just need to know that Shia LaBeouf was in it.
Pretty good, right?
I'd say a solid B-.
And the Autobots and Decepticons were battling it out with the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, obviously. But really, given the Beast Wars connection and introduction of an all-new cast, this film is really ready to stand on its own. And speaking of a brand new cast, let's have a look at who was acting with tennis balls against a giant green screen and who was actually yelling at a microphone in a booth, aka the live action and voice cast. So leading the way in front of the camera is Anthony Ramos of In the Heights fame and Dominique Fishback from The Deuce. And providing the voices for the many new machines is a loaded cast. And when I say loaded, I mean loaded. Of folks that include Pete Davidson, who is pretty much in every movie ever now, Ron Perlman, Peter Dinklage, the amazing Michelle Yeoh, and of course, Peter Cullen, aka the longtime voice of Optimus Prime. Okay, that was really bad, but I tried.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, okay, it's real.
Now, Rise of the Beasts was directed by Stephen Caple Jr., best known for his work on the Certified Fresh Creed 2. And he is no doubt looking for a second straight knockout with this one. Now, as far as what all these actors will be saying and doing, we can tell you some stuff about the plot. Like I said, it takes place in 1994 in Brooklyn, New York, where Ramos and Fishback's characters are archaeologists and somehow end up in the middle of an ancient conflict between 3 factions of Transformers: the Maximals, Terracons, and Predacons. All robots that transform into robotic animals. I mean, this is the coolest thing ever. And of course, let's not forget the Autobots and Decepticons are still doing their thing, being mad at each other and all that good stuff. So we can't tell you too much about the plot, but we can tell you a bit more about the new Transformers that you're going to meet. Now, based on what we learned from the Beast Wars animated series, we know that the Terracons are bad, if the name didn't already give that away, as in they are a faction of Decepticons. In the film, they're headlined by the villain Scourge, who transforms into a huge Peterbilt logging truck, and ironically is voiced by the hugely talented Peter Dinklage. Maximals, on the other hand, are good guys, heroic and influenced by the Autobots. In the movie, Michelle Yeoh is the voice of a Maximal known as Airazor, who transforms into a Peregrine Falcon. And Ron Perlman is the voice of Optimus Primal, who transforms into a gorilla. Gotta say, best name ever. Joining our friends Bumblebee and Optimus Prime in the Autobots category is Pete Davidson's Mirage character, who transforms into a Porsche 964. Now, if the trailer wants us to believe anything, it's that the biggest threat in Rise of the Beast will be coming from the villain Unicron, a giant transformer that snacks on, planets.
How big can this guy be?
he eats planets. So, like, way bigger than a planet.
Now, I usually just like to grab a handful of almonds, but I mean, hey, to each their own. Okay, friends, that's everything you need to know before you go see Transformers Rise of the Beasts in theaters June 9th.
Let them come.
And if you don't know...
I'm Naz Perez, and thanks for watching. And be sure to rate and review this film at RottenTomatoes.com.